I should not have consumed that much alcohol last night. Now I'm left with killer fatigue and too many things that I regret saying. Jess, I have to apologize for that. That was really insensitive of me.
Still talking to yourself, I see?
I guess that looks kind of silly, doesn't it?
Really though, what's been eating you, Kit? Finals are over and I've already told you you've got nothing to worry about.
You're just going to be another person who thinks I'm crazy? Honestly, I'm not even going to try.
Don't judge me, Liz. I've seen and been in some crazy things in my life. I also kinda took a bit of counseling and psychology back in my college days.
What are you doing working as an art professor? Wouldn't becoming a psychologist be more beneficial to your wallet than this?
See, I don't know if you'd judge me for my reasons. Might think I'm crazy.
Alright. Already. We can talk, but you're going first.
That's more like it. Meet me at the cafe downtown. I think that would be a better meeting place than the pub, seeing as you're having a hell of a morning.
What?
It's all good, Liz. You don't have to be afraid to talk to me. I promise what I have to say will probably be worse than your story.
If that's a challenge, then you're on. My weirdness will beat yours exponentially.
Maybe so, but hear me out. My story starts way back, probably back to when I was a kid. It's what led me to take a different path at university. I was kind of a weirdo my whole life. I was always afraid to talk to others out of fear of getting thrown in a loony bin or being made fun of, which happened on a regular basis anyway. I mean, the glasses. The hat. You get it.
That really sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, Steve.
It was nothing. I'm well over it now. Ever since I was a kid though, I've been able to be aware of things that not many other people were. I remember telling my mom at one point because she was more easygoing than Dad, but her response was more of a, "You read too many of those horror novels and get caught up in silly horror games. You're just doing it to yourself, you know." The average response from a close-minded parent.
Are you going where I think you're going with this?
You've probably already figured it out then.
You can see dead things too?
Yes, Ms. Sixth Sense. If you want to put it that bluntly, I suppose so.
This is amazing. No. Beyond amazing. You have no idea how much I love you right now.
Try not to flatter me too much.
So you've probably figured out by now that I, too, can see things from the other side.
That's very interesting, Lizzie. And it's no wonder everyone has labeled you as crazy. I was. You just haven't been talking to the right people.
High five for freaks sticking together.
Nothing wrong with being a freak.
So anyway, why go from psychology to art?
The guys in the department started to really get on my case. I took the opportunity while I was practicing in the field to branch out into its more pseudo-scientific partner. Parapsychology. Not an easy task when you're surrounded by dead-set scientists who want nothing to do with paranormal studies. I had to keep it a secret as best as I could manage, but you know how weird stuff eventually gets found out in any sort of circle.
What were you looking into that was so forbidden?
Old grimoires. You know, the Keys of Solomon, Grand Grimoire, Aleister Crowley, the Golden Dawn. Even Arthur E. Waite and his methods of divination to experience a higher power through cards. The tarot. I studied it all in a desperate search to find answers to what I kept hearing and seeing in my sleeping and waking hours. I was losing my mind, and after a while I just figured, hey, why not have myself committed? I'm clearly not right upstairs.
That's some dark stuff, man. Interesting, but dark. Still not convinced you're crazy though. I probably would have done the same thing.
You mean the exact thing you were seeking out at the library before we bumped into each other?
Maybe, but my situation is seriously effed up and I don't know what to do. I've been contacted by a ghost named Victoria. She was killed by her husband a few years ago, and she wants me to stage an accident. She wants me to do the equivalent of throwing a stick in the path of a rollerblader just to watch him fall backward, possibly splitting his skull open or walking away with the worst pain in history. Either way, it's me harming another human being, with the hope of murder in the end to appease a lost soul who cannot move on without her vengeance. Vengeance she can clearly commit to on her own in her current state of being. She can talk to me, interact with me to show me her memories, but nothing more.
You've got a real problem on your hands, Liz. Why don't you meet me in the university library later tonight, around 8? Most everyone should be cleared out by then. I can show you some of my old books I'd kept in my possession since I was a wee college boy, and we can get to work on helping your friend Victoria. She isn't going to go away otherwise. Everything is going to be okay, Liz. You've finally found the right dude to talk to, and we're going to fix this.
Hells yeah.